Hey guys, and welcome back to, I don't know what we're going to call this because I loaded into my Terra Tech games, guys, and this is the screen I get. It's black, there's nothing on it. You can hear the sound playing, but nothing else really. That's pretty much it. I can hit the escape button and it will flash this. No idea what's going on. You can kind of see that it will target it for like half a second. If I click it as fast as I possibly can to save and exit, resume, or do anything, it just does not want to do it. Don't know what's wrong with it. This is the second time I hit the little button continue, and this happened. Now, I know we had some error messages last time, but I really shouldn't be doing this. Like, I've never had this issue before, so I don't know if it has something to do with my hardware or something to do with the fact that the game is still in development. I don't want to point fingers because I'm not a computer expert. I can't say what the reason is. I do know as we've gotten more and more patches. When I first started this game, I never got any error messages, and it was really, really early in its development. As the last, I would say, probably month and a half to 2 months ago, I've started to get, or I got my first error message around that time, and then I've started to get progressively more and more of them as they've come up with more and more patches. So it kind of leads me to believe that it's probably a little bit to do with some weird coding that's maybe interfering or, you know, not very compatible with maybe my particular setup of hardware, or who knows. I hate even to speculate, but it does seem like it's a little bit more on their side because it's something recent, and I've never gotten this on any other type of game. So I just wanted to show you guys. I mean, basically, you've been sitting here looking at a black screen listening to me talk, but there's nothing I can do about this. Like, we're going to have to restart a new game, and some of you guys really wanted me to do certain things, and I was actually about to do something cool. I wanted to make a Pac-Man. A vehicle that looked like a Pac-Man as best as I could, and then somewhere down the road maybe make one that looked like the Millennium Falcon. But yeah, we're gonna have to hold off on that. That sucks because I was really looking forward to doing that today. And I'm gonna restart one, and we'll come back into the game here as soon as I get done. So again, guys, I do apologize, but we make do with what we got. So again, guys, wait 1 second, and we will be right back. Hey guys, and welcome back to the beginning of the actual episode of Terra Tech. Now, we are going to have to go ahead and start a new game, as I explained last time, or just a few seconds ago for you guys. It's just not working on this one, and I really, really regret that. Unfortunately, not much we can do about it. So we're going to hit the play button. Of course, it has the last one. Again, that one's broken. Maybe I'll keep it there, and it might fix itself, because it's about 5.5 hours of playtime on there. Really didn't want to start over, but here we go. We're going to go into the story. I will hook it up to Twitter later on. I'm not going to put my information in on camera for, you know, obvious reasons, right, guys? Let's go ahead and hit the start button on this one. And I figured, you know, why not take you through the tutorial again? Because sometimes they change things. Maybe there is a little small patch that got put in there that I didn't really quite see. And some of you guys may want to see, you know, the different stuff. At the very least, we might actually be able to finish it this time because it was, or I should say, we might be able to finish it this time because it was a little bit bugged out last time. And some of you were saying that you got past it. Others were saying you got stuck in the exact same spot. So, you know, who knows? I'm hopeful. And, you know, just as it's in development, it can't always be perfect. You know, things are going to happen. I've played games where they are, you know, brand new, or they've been out for years, and they're, you know, professional games with hundreds of millions of dollars invested, and they still have things that are wrong with them, even after decades of being out. So, yeah, you're never going to get a product that just without, you know, problems whatsoever. But it just sucks when they happen, you know, so you just kind of have to roll with it and be okay. So now we're picking up all this stuff from the tutorial. Sorry, I'm not reading it, guys. I've done this a bunch of times, and I don't want to get laxed where you guys are like, well, yeah, but I haven't seen you do it. That's true. You guys haven't if you're coming to the channel for the very first time. So it's just giving you a rundown of how things work, such as how to enter build mode, whatever buttons you can go into there and you customize it if you want. I have mine set up for my particular habits with the keyboard and where I have my hands and the way I'm sitting down. And so these buttons are a little bit different than yours, but you know, it's basic. Just move forward, go back. It shows you the buttons that it is, fire your weapon, how you enter build mode, how you move objects around by left clicking on them and dragging them, and the places you can put them will show up by the little red little dots. Those are all the places you can put wheels on top. Some weapons and things of that sort can only be placed in certain areas, and they just won't show up everywhere. So we're gonna drive around a little bit. Fire my little gun over here. Okay, now, well, yeah, I already did that. I guess it doesn't like the button that I chose, so we'll go with the one it wants. And then we have a rival prospector over here, guys. We're going to go ahead and kill him. Big Tony. Now, I don't know if he was always Big Tony. I know he was Tony for a long time now. I'm actually going to sit here. May seem kind of cheap, but I want those blocks intact. And if I can destroy his cab without hitting them, so much the better, because you can destroy those blocks. And, you know, it's not something like you have to have those things, but yeah, boy, does it make it easier when you can start off with a few things extra. Because, you know, for the tutorial, you're going to be carrying some stuff around, and the more blocks you have, that means the more space you have that you can put things on without always having to, like, remodel your guy. And you're going to see what I mean here in a few minutes, but yeah, it's just, you want to get bigger because, you know, that's part of the game. You want to be able to create, like, this big, huge bot that, and I just said big and huge at the same time, like, because that's really appropriate, but, you know, you just want to create a massive bot that could just dwarf other bots and just completely annihilate them, you know, without even trying. And it's just really cool. And like I was mentioning, some of the things I want to do, which I was actually hoping to do on this episode. Yeah, you guys can tell I'm a little bit bitter about the game, you know, malfunctioning on me on that one, because I wanted to make a Pac-Man. I don't know what overcame me to just like Pac-Man. Why am I choosing that character over all the other ones? Oh, look at that, guys. Yeah, I think this is the one that bugged out on us last time, so at least this is up and running for us. But yeah, I don't know why I chose, you know, Pac-Man. There's a lot of things out there you could do. I just thought Pac-Man would really lend itself kind of well to the design, because yeah, you want to make a sphere, basically, and on the bottom you could put little tiny wheels surrounding the little thing, and then medium-sized wheels, and then maybe the larger ones on the third row to support the weight, or maybe even give him feet and make him like the... Oh, look at that. I don't like the text on that one. That was... Oh, what did they do? That does not look pretty at all. The design they had before where you could see through it, wow, I don't know what that is. A small power cell that can be recharged by a generator. Use this to power shields. It just does not look as good. Why would they change that? I don't know, guys. That you're gonna have to let me know what you think. This is just no, not very pretty at all. Go back to what you guys had before, because that was just you know, better design and everything for that. I don't believe it. The robber has stolen our shields. Oh yeah, come on. Oh, did it destroy me? It destroyed me? Are you serious? Holy crap! I got destroyed on the tutorial. Oh jeez, man, how noob was that? That is freaking nuts, you know, like, never gonna live that one down. Although, you know, the good thing about this is I did get more blocks because of it, and I got destroyed a second time. Holy crap. Unbelievable. Well, I'm looking on the bright side. Not only did I get more blocks, but I got an extra couple of weapons. So that's gonna help me out a little bit more, and it gives me, you know, more wheels if I need them, although I think I'm going to have too many wheels as it is, because I'm going to go out a little bit further, and I'm going to go forward, because, again, you want to protect your main little dude right there, and if he is exposed, then he's going to die very, very easily, and that's exactly what you just saw happen to me over and over again there, so kind of hoping that does not go on again, because, you know, that was just embarrassing to be sure. I mean, I should have been doing far better than that by now. Although, you know, again, the game is challenging, so I could just blame it on the fact that, you know, no matter how long you've been playing this game, it can still surprise you and still, you know, just completely and totally kick your butt, which, you know, sucks really, really bad when it happens, especially when it's on camera. So we are going to see if we can build this up. I really don't like the way that window looks now. It just looks... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a game that isn't quite finished yet. And what they had before was both beautiful and a refined version of what it probably would look like if the game was actually finished. Like I was saying, you know, many times before on some of the past episodes, the game is, for me, it's done. Like, if I saw this in the store the way it looks now, it would be a game that I would pick up and be like, oh yeah, I'll buy that. You know, that's a really cool game. I'm gonna pick up these big wheels, by the way, guys. Bigger wheels, better for you. They can carry more weight, and of course, you know, they will lift you up just slightly more than these little small ones. But that could be all you need to get over a hill and not get stuck. Now I'm gonna put these drills on. I believe I have a few of them. Yeah, actually 3 from all 3 of my vehicles. I'm gonna put that on the front so that if I do get attacked, they will take the first amount of damage. You know, when people shoot at you, they have to go through whatever's on the outside. So if these drills are in the front and they're shooting through, they have to destroy the drills first. If they're shooting from the side, they have to destroy the wheels before they can get inside the block. So even if you go up and you don't need the wheels there necessarily because they won't touch the ground, you can add them on there and they will, you know, block stuff for you. Now, just keep in mind that they are adding weight, and you know you're gonna have to deal with that at some point, or at least on the wheels are. Where's the next one now? What I am looking for is smoke in the distance. I only see one, which is right over there. I was thinking there'd probably be a couple over here, but no, at the moment, that's the only one I see. So I guess we're gonna head on over there and see if we can get into some trouble. You know, because I want a few more blocks here. I want to be able to make some room for the next piece. Now, it's probably telling me that I need to put these things down on the ground, and once you do, other pieces will fall from the sky, and the little tutorial mission will start. But if you do that, each one of these items will turn into 2 or 3 more items because they're going to drop stuff from the sky, and then you're going to need even more space when you move it. Or you can leave all these pieces everywhere you find them. One over here, one at the other one at the third one, and then go back and pick them all up later. But, you know, if you just want to be more efficient, just pick them all up while you have the chance. And then you don't have to go back and make all those extra trips. So it says place the solar generator in a clear space to ground to anchor it. So basically this is going to give you the repair bubble, which, you know, again, we don't really need at the moment. I guess we could use that, to be honest. We probably could use a little bit of repairing on our blocks, because you got to remember, when you destroy the bad guys, it's their blocks you're picking up, and you did damage to those because you were, you know, trying to destroy them at the time. Let's see, maybe we should put it down, but I'm gonna find a good spot for it. You know what? The last place I found for it was actually pretty good, and it was the neutral area that sells the stuff for you now. How am I gonna find it without a radar? I don't know. Some people were saying it was actually really far from them, and it was in the desert, and that wasn't a very safe place for them to set up to. So I might not be able to do that on this one, to be honest. But oh, there's another crash site over there in the distance. If we can head on over there, might be able to find a guy with a oh, there's actually 2 more. So one right there. I think that's closer. So let's head to that one first, and then we'll head on to the other one. I'm hoping these are not ones we've already been to. Sometimes you will find that the game does that, and you'll run over there and you'll be like, there's nothing here, and it's because you've already picked up the item that it's asking you to pick up. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. Okay, well, is there anything within sight? No, but actually, let's look for a spot. I was gonna see someplace in between the you know, forest and the desert, but now I'm thinking maybe I'll find a spot that has good resources that I can mine for cash when I need to. It seems like there's a fair bit of rock over here, but not really valuable rock. 2 different types right there. Some trees. Some crystals for the nighttime stuff. These ones that light up are all for your lights and things of that sort, so not really valuable nor useful in my opinion. Oh, there's somebody. The crater is empty. Oh, this guy stole it. Give me my loot back. Oh, I'm gonna destroy it, aren't I? Is that the cab at the top? Oh, it sure was. I thought it was where's the radar? Oh, there it goes, rolling down. Okay, so I do get a radar. Nice. Okay, put that down. We are going to how are we going to shape this guy? I don't want to do it the same way we did last time. I want to keep this guy like a little buggy. I actually like the design we're going with. I almost don't want to do more than that. What would you guys think? You know what? I'm going to give him like a TV front right here, just because I think it's going to look cool. We're kind of at that stage where why the heck not just design it? Maybe not as efficiently, maybe not as powerful as the guy could be, but just because, like we've done the other ones, why not? This is gonna look kind of cool, actually. It's gonna look a little weird, but kind of cool. Okay, so those are all the blocks I got right now. Again, right now, because it's unfinished, that's just kind of odd, but that's not too bad. Okay, now let's look on the map. Does anything show up? No, it doesn't. Well, it's around here somewhere, and it should show up on the radar as soon as you're within range of it. What is that out there? Nothing? I'm looking because there's supposed to be a few bases already on the map when you're at level 1. There's something out there. It might just be rock. Okay, so no bases out there. Still looking for a good place to set up. Now, some of you may be thinking, why are you taking so long to do it? It's not that important. Well, it kind of is. I mean, it's going to save you a lot of time in the future when you're mining this stuff. Now, the creatures that you can kill and pick up their blocks are obviously going to be worth more, but if you're still building your guy up, you're going to be using those things. It's not like you're going to have an overabundance of them. And you may lose some in a fight that you have to replace. So even when you finally get to that size, you're still constantly using the stuff you're picking up. And so it's not as a bountiful source that you might think. But yet, if you can find a place that has these rocks, they do regenerate over time, and you can go back and get them all over again. The rocks really don't make sense in that regard. I mean, it's an alien planet, so maybe the rules are different, but rocks don't really regenerate in real life. Trees will regrow, but you have to plant them again for that to happen. So I don't know what to make of that. I like it, but kind of a little weird. Now these green crystals you see over here is probably where I'm going to set up, mainly just because of them. Like, they're not easy to find sometimes, and they're worth so much money that if these regrow even slowly, which I believe they do, that's a really good source of income right there. So let's go ahead and throw down our solar reactor so that way we can start repairing our bot up, which is clearly damaged. It goes ahead and drops the repair bubble that it wants me to pick up. Let me grab that before... Oh, I was going to say, let me grab it before it rolls down the hill. I don't know if I like the hill idea, because that's going to get hard to get up at times. I might move it over here on top of this plateau right over here, actually. I think that's going to be a good idea. So let me go ahead and grab that. Move it over here to my bot. Put that down. Put that over here. Now it's going to go ahead and power up because it is the daytime. Remember, at night, these will not work. Solar generator, guys. It only works during the day. So let's go ahead and put this on there. It's going to go ahead and charge up as well. Of course, it is a shield generator, and it requires power. And the way you get power is by combining your battery to your solar reactor, and the solar reactor or solar generator will go ahead and charge it up. You can see it right here on the side. It's slowly counting up. If it's in the red, it's almost dead. Green or yellow, it's about medium power. Green is a good sign, and you can see it goes green at the fourth one, and then it completely gets maxed out. Now remember, from what I'm told, they both use power when connected, the recharge bubble and the shield generator. The repair bubble, I'm told anyways, and it's changed over time, so again, it may be a little different now, but from what I'm told, only charges or only uses a lot of power when it's actually repairing, whereas the shield generator uses more power, of course, when it's getting attacked, but it also uses a little bit more power than the repair bubble when inactive, because it is still projecting a shield whether you're actually taking damage or not. So that makes sense. It's just, something you're going to have to take into account. If you're going to put a lot of these devices on your bot, remember that, you're probably going to want to put more repair ones, but it's going to eat up a lot of your power, just repairing. So right there, it just ate up, all that power that it had gained. So let's put this back on, see if it charged up again. And it's going to get up to full. And once it stops blinking, it is 100% charged. So we're going to go ahead and take that off. It's still going to be 100% charged because nothing's used it. And the moment we connect it, there we go. Okay, so it used a little bit of power when we put it on, probably because one of the blocks in here towards the back wasn't fully charged or repaired anyways. I guess that's not all the pieces. I guess there's more out there, because it should have given us another quest which, you know, it clearly didn't. That sucks, because I wanted that to be my base over here. So, all that time... Well, we know where it is anyways. We can come back to that and set up our base over here. Now I don't have to look around for it, at least. I know it's over here at the end of it, and, you know, it's a pretty decent-sized forest to start in. I like the shape, and every single time we come back and play a new map, it is different. Like, there's different seeds, and it gives you the number, and if you find a map that you really like, or if I'm doing a map that you guys really want to play on, you know, I can give you the seed for it, the number, and you guys can enter that in, and it will give you the same randomly generated world that, you know, I am playing on right now, so you can kind of follow along with me, which is kind of cool. Or you can just look at it on the video. I think I did show what the number was as well when I was logging in. It's just, it's kind of cool, because I have gotten maps out there on previous playthroughs that were so much better on the resources, guys. I mean, I've had some that were just stacked with resources, one right after the other. Like, a thing like this is big. This is bigger than I think it was over there on the other side. And right here next to these resources will be like 4 or 5 other resources, and then down here even more, and down over there even more. Like, it's just covered. The map just covered with resources. And a map like that is just really cool to play on, because it's going to allow you to actually, you know, just experiment with how to make stuff. Like right now, if I want to experiment with how to make something, well, first I need the pieces, which I don't have yet. But beyond that, I need the resources. And the resources on some of these maps for like one, you know, very, you know, specific part to make stuff, you know, like there's one resource that is used in like 90% of the craft, right? And if you don't have that on your map very much, then it's very hard to do anything with that, right? And you have to go off looking for it, and that really sucks. What am I missing here? Like, there has to be something here that is just eluding me. I don't get it. Nothing's showing up on the map. I have my radar on. There it is right there. I'm heading north, which is usually a good sign in this level. I mean, when you first start, you kind of want to do that. I'm looking for any shape of or any sign of smoke or the main building where we can sell stuff. Because it's going to be kind of sucky if this one's bugged out too. Like, that's just, you know, 2 in a row. I mean, come on. Like, that's not a good record so far, guys. I mean, you know, we're doing the best we can. But I am not seeing it. Like, I am not seeing this at all. So unless it's out in the desert. And how is that part of the mission? Like, this should not be the case, guys. Well, I don't know. I think what I am probably going to do here at this point is go ahead and end the video, I guess. I was going to pause it, but no, I'll go ahead and end the video here. And I will run around for another, you know, 10-15 minutes looking for... Oh, look at that. There's tons of research. I think I'm back to where I was, to be honest. I think this has been a complete circle. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna look around and see if I can figure out what's wrong with this. But if I can't, I'm just probably gonna go ahead and hit the reboot and get back to this point off camera, because there's no reason to do that over again, other than to show you maybe one actually working and not being flawed. Because, like I said, not a good track record so far for this new patch that they just put into effect. But again, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy the episode or the series, make sure to hit that little like button. And if you do subscribe to the channel, guys, make sure you know that you can subscribe either to the channel or to the video. Sorry, guys, I was going to cough there. I do a lot of other videos, and if you guys don't want to get those inboxes full of, like, you know, 50, 60 videos a month or something like that, then, you know, make sure to just subscribe to the actual video. These should be daily if I can handle it. Kind of, you know, not been able to keep up with it, you know, daily-wise for a while, but I think I'll actually be able to do that pretty easy from now on. So again, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will definitely catch you next time.